What's up with it, man? You watching the Baby Bummer TV, man? And yeah, we about to check out this video, man, from the YouTube channel Culture Covered, man. And the title is Pusha T reveals why Drake killed his own career, man. And yeah, man, they say a new disc coming soon, man. Damn, man. That boy Drake got some issues coming, man. You know what I'm saying? I think Drake been through enough, man. Leave Drake alone, man, before he send himself to the upper room or something, man. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, they got him though, man. It looked like that Super Bowl situation happened, man. That boy Drake couldn't stop it, man. You feel me? Couldn't stop it like a rocket, man. And blew the fuck up, man. You know what I'm saying, man? All we got is Drake's leg, man. We ain't find nothing but his leg, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, I ain't gonna lie, man. I don't think Drake wanted with Pusha T, man. Pusha T, leave Drake alone, man. For real, though. That's between him and Kendrick, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. I don't think Drake can survive too many more disses if he ain't replying, man. You feel me, man? Yeah, man. They trying to get rid of Drake, man. For real, though, man. But yeah, I haven't checked out the video. Don't completely know what they talking about, but let's check it out and see what they talking about.
Do you agree with the people that Kendrick won the battle?
1000%. Kendrick is a lyricist, and a lyricist that talks to your soul.
Chains and Whips is the name of the diss track that Clips debuted at the Louis Vuitton fashion show. And TikTok is telling us that Kendrick Lamar is supposed to be on this song. Remember, back in August, Pusha T said they were missing just one feature. And then in December, Pusha T said the album was officially done.
30 million in song. I got still trying over. Got these rap and I gotta act like I like. Put my acting days on over. Man, what's up?
What is the real issue with you and marriage? So then now I gotta dig deeper into who the person is. Now I gotta dig in and see, what are y'all like? What's your family like? Oh, your dad left you at 5. Oh, I get that. He never walked you to the bus stop. You're mad about this. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
It's like, man, you know, your mom, she never remarried. You don't even know what like family is. So of course you don't dig marriage.
Pusha T just broke down exactly why Drake took an L in his beef with Kendrick Lamar. And basically, Pusha is saying Kendrick did what he himself started with the story of Adidon, hitting Drake where it hurts and exposing his true character. According to Pusha, Kendrick didn't just go after Drake the rapper, he went for Aubrey the man, dissecting all his deepest insecurities. But it looks like Pusha and Kendrick are still not done, and the streets are saying they are about to join forces on the upcoming Clips project. And while the details are still under wraps, the word is they might just bring that same energy to address their beef with Drake once again. Now, we don't know for sure if they're planning to go after Drake again, and honestly, it would be like beating a dead horse at this point. But insiders are saying that the track will definitely tackle the bigger issue of colonizers in the game who are watering down the true meaning of rap. So what exactly did Pusha T say about Drake losing to Kendrick? Can Drake ever reclaim his former glory after everything that's gone down? Let's break it down.
You can be clever, you can say cute things, you can do things in cadences and so on and so forth, right? But the truth really hurts.
An interview with Pusha T just resurfaced where he's doubling down on his take about why Drake lost his beef with Kendrick. And according to Pusha, this is because Drake didn't just throw out random insults or make clever lines that don't mean much. Instead, he spoke directly to Drake's soul. Pusha explained that Kendrick took the time to really study Drake's character, finding the deepest cracks in his persona and exposing them for the world to see. So it wasn't about hitting him with the best bars. It was about hitting him where it hurts the most. And according to Pusha, this is exactly why Drake is spiraling now and making all these unhinged moves like suing his own label over Kendrick's diss track.
Do you agree with the people that Kendrick won the battle?
1000%.
God.
How did he do it? And then we'll get to your part, because he talked about you, but I want to let you speak on it in general first.
I think that Kendrick is a lyricist, and a lyricist that talks to your soul.
Man.
Like, you can be clever, you can say cute things, you can do things in cadences and so on and so forth, right? But the truth really hurts. And the truth like cuts deep. And I think what Kendrick was doing was really talking to his soul. I believe that. And I believe that's you know, that would cause you to tap out, that'll cause you to sue, that'll cause you to do a lot of things. It's crazy.
Man,
Suing is crazy.
that's crazy for real.
And it's interesting.
Yeah, man, I ain't gonna lie, man. Maybe it is some truth to them lyrics or something, man, because it do seem like Drake have a problem, like, responding, and he just, like, tripping off of that one track still, you know what I mean? It's like competition is competition, you know what I'm saying? One track is one track, like, move on, make another track, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, man, he should have been able to respond musically, like, man, you got me messed up. I'm not no PDF file, you know what I'm saying? It seemed like, man, it might be some truth to that shit or something. 'Cause, man, I ain't gonna lie, Drake definitely seemed like he been in his feelings, man, for real.
Interesting that Pusha said Kendrick won because he spoke to Drake's soul, because that's exactly what Pusha did too when he dropped the story of Adidon back in 2018. Pusha went deep, dissecting Drake's character and peeling back layers to reveal the real Aubrey Graham. For instance, Pusha tapped into some of Drake's deepest insecurities about marriage and women, and he dug into Drake's family background to expose why Drake always seems to target wives and girlfriends of his rivals.
Dang,
Why would you
weird.
mention my fiance? Wow. Like, no women, no children. What's up? Like, what we doing? You know what I'm saying? But, I looked at it, I was just like,
weird.
it made me sort of dive in to like, oh, wait a minute, who am I like really dealing with here? Like I say, I get up here, first thing you ask me about is the back and forth. So I'm like, yeah, man, it's competitive, blah, 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 cool. You mentioned my fiance, you put a name in a song, like, bro, she don't even listen to rap. Like, what are you talking about right now? What are we doing? When I heard, like, again, when I heard the Duppy freestyle, I was like, okay, now I have to like really analyze who this person is. And I gotta analyze, like, just questions like, man, okay, why would you put her in it? My fiance.
Yes, sir.
Okay, what was, like, the line was trash, right? It was a line about, like, I'm gonna make it ring on you, like Virginia Williams. The line itself is trash.
Oh, yeah,
Man.
And to me, I felt like, wait a minute, what is the real issue with you and marriage? So then now I gotta dig deeper into who the person is. Now I gotta dig in and see, what are y'all like? What's your family like? Oh, your dad left you at 5. Oh, I get that. He never walked you to the bus stop. You're mad about this. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
It's like, man, your mom, she never remarried. You don't even know what like family is. So of course you don't dig marriage.
But it didn't stop there.
Yeah, man, I ain't gonna lie, man. One thing you don't play with is somebody kids and somebody wife. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie, like, even if you the type of person that ain't gonna be fighting over no females or nothing like that, somebody disrespecting your wife, man, that hit different, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, you got to defend your wife, you feel me? And I ain't gonna lie, man, it seemed like Drake came with the low blows first, man, doing that. So somewhat he deserved what he got, man, for real.
Pusha also came at Drake's identity, accusing him of parading his dad Dennis as a clown to prove his own blackness.
This game for 16 years, certain things I'm not into. It's like I don't like people speaking to my mother. I don't like people speaking to my father about music stuff. I don't like, I gotta switch churches. You leave a CD on my mother's car, we gotta switch to church.
Wow.
I can't do this right now. Like, cause it's pressure that bothers me. I look at him and I'm like, oh, like you parade your dad around in these weird suits. You parade him. It's clown-like. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
That's what I get. I get clown feelings from that.
And then Pusha connected all
I ain't gonna lie though, I will say it's kind of different with Drake's situation, because Drake's dad is a musician, so it do make sense to parade him around the music industry and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? I think everybody's situation not the same, you know what I mean, for real.
All this to his decision to use a photo of Drake in blackface as the cover art for the story of Adidon, which, by the way, is a real photo Drake took. And according to Pusha, he
That's
wanted
crazy.
to dissect how Drake wears black culture like a costume and profits from it. And yet he
Man.
never speaks on any real issues affecting the black community.
The photo that I used
Of the blackface.
of the blackface.
Right.
And I'm like, okay, it makes sense. You parade your dad around. This is done in 08. This was done in 08. You don't even know that that's not right. That you, like, there's no explanation for that to me. Like, you are silent in all black issues, Drake. You really are. You are really, really
Man.
silent. I don't hear about anything. You don't stand for nothing. You don't say nothing about nothing. You don't. It's just what it is.
You ain't lying.
Like, you have all the platform in the world. You were so passionate back then. No, you weren't. That's number one. That's what I know. Number two, you gotta think about who a person really, really is, and it's like, okay, bang. That's why it's okay. That's why it's okay for you to take a photo like this. You didn't even know it was right. You don't even know how fully. You don't know where you stand at. You don't know where you stand at. Oh, that's why you gotta, you highlight your dad clowning like that. Oh, you run to the Memphis. Oh, I'm Memphis, Houston. That's my black side. You never related.
Man.
Stop playing.
And then, of course,
I ain't gonna lie, man. I don't know how Drake survived that, man. That's like real bad, man. For real, man. How you raised by a white mother and shit, but then go do the blackface shit. You know what I'm saying? That shit was weird, man. I'm gonna blame the fans on that one, man. Like, personally, I never been like a big Drake fan, but I ain't gonna lie, he got like a few songs that I definitely mess with and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Him surviving that blackface shit with no backlash like that. That's kind of crazy, man.
there's the fact that Pusha T exposed Drake for hiding a son that he welcomed in secret with a former adult film star. This was all part of Pusha's bigger plan to reveal Drake's true character as a person. Instead of just attacking his writing skills or trying to out-rap him, Pusha wanted to show who Drake really was behind the facade.
But when we get into the even the part about the child, it's like, man, I'm just trying to get the listeners to understand. It's like, I think there's something wrong up here. You have a whole child. You speak to me in your rap.
Man.
You talking to me. You speak to me when you're multi-million. I feel like, okay, bang, you got multi-millions. You mean you got multi-millions and a whole child that's not like in arm's reach? Like my peers who have children, because I don't have children, and I want children. And I'm gonna have children.
Yes, sir.
Right? So what I'm saying is my peers who like, in this, they on the gram, they taking pictures, put chains on their sons for their birthday, and Khaled, he walk around with his son, like it's like a thing. And I'm like, again, who is this? Like, you got a whole child that you suppressing. You're not even, you got a whole child that nobody knows about. It's real.
Escort though.
It's real. It ain't ghostwriting ain't alleged. The reference tracks ain't alleged.
That
The
is
baby
one of them
ain't
kids
alleged.
you hide, man.
It's not alleged. It's real. That's it. And my point with that is just saying we can't even know about something that's like so precious. We can't even know about the kid, right? But we can know about it when you roll it out with your alleged new Adidas deal. You can roll out, that information with a sweatsuit and some sneakers.
But it's honestly,
Man, I ain't gonna lie. I think Drake probably got played on that situation, man. I ain't gonna lie, like a broad that's gamed up and shit, man. She fucking with a celebrity shit. She trying to get pregnant, man, for real. Like that boy Kanye West say, man, she got him for 18 years, man. She trying to get 18 years of child support out that nigga for real, man. And it looked like she succeeded too, man. And he got aired out for it. But yeah, man, I did hear like she was like an escort or something. Yeah, man, Drake was tricking, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what's up with these celebrities tricking, man. You feel me? If you're gonna be messing with some wild ass broads and shit like that be escorting and all that shit, nigga, you might as well not even became a rapper, man. For real though, shit. Ain't gonna lie, somebody with as much money as Drake sharing bras is crazy, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. That shit borderline weird for real though, man.
mind-boggling how Drake learned absolutely nothing from his beef with Pusha T. Instead of reflecting on all these things Pusha said about him, Drake kept doing what he always does, throwing sneak disses, being petty on Instagram, coming for people's wives and girlfriends, and making shady moves behind the scenes. It's like he was still trying to stir the pot with no real direction. And then when Kendrick finally steps in and does exactly what Pusha did and comes for Drake's character, exposing him and hitting him where it really hurts, now all of a sudden Drake wants to cry about it and file lawsuits? At this point, it really should be studied how someone at Drake's big age, with all the success and experience, can have almost no self-awareness. And this whole situation with Kendrick made it clear, once again, that Drake hasn't grown from any of this. It's almost like he's stuck in the same cycle of emotional immaturity. And you can tell by the way he's been moving lately. And I'm not just talking about that embarrassing lawsuit. Drake is back to his old Instagram antics, but instead of addressing Kendrick directly or even UMG, he's out here doing some seriously weird stuff. To give you just a few examples, Drake is using his Finsta account again, and he's been posting photos of Sophia Richie Grange, the daughter-in-law of UMG CEO Lucien Grange. Oh, and he also unfollowed everyone else and is now only following Sophia from this account. So Drake won't come for Lucien directly, or even Lucien's son and Sophia's husband Elliot, who's also a music executive, but he's coming for a woman who has absolutely nothing to do with this beef. And while we're on the subject of Drake's complete lack of self-awareness, it's crazy that in some of the photos he shared of Sophia, she looks super young. And knowing the allegations floating around about Drake and young women, it's crazy that he can't see how creepy this makes him look. But Drake didn't stop there. He went after another woman like Serena Williams, posting this photo of him and Serena's former agent and seemingly shading Serena for taking part in Kendrick's Super Bowl halftime performance. And yet not a single picture of Kendrick on Drake's Finsta. He keeps throwing these petty jabs at women, and yet he won't respond to Kendrick himself. Now, of course, Drake knows that he can't come back with another diss track, but then why not just put this all behind him and lay low for a while? Instead, this man is an almost 40-year-old man throwing shade on IG like he's stuck in high school. Clearly, Drake learned nothing from his beefs with Pusha and Kendrick, and honestly, it's just sad at this point. Now, speaking of Pusha and Kendrick, they have reportedly joined forces on a new track for the upcoming Clips album. According to Hip Hop DX, Kendrick is featured on a song called Chains and Whips. And while we still don't know for sure what the song is about, some sources close to the situation have hinted that Pusha and Kendrick will definitely touch on their beef with Drake. But they apparently want to talk about the larger context and the issue of colonizers in rap and hip hop. So after all that's gone down, it's clear that Drake got exposed on multiple levels. And it's honestly wild that he hasn't learned a single thing from this whole situation. Both Pusha T and Kendrick dissected his whole character, going beyond rap and attacking Drake's deepest insecurities, leaving him spiraling and posting weird stuff on IG instead of addressing the real issues. Well, what's your take on all this now that the beef is effectively over? Do you agree with Pusha that Kendrick won because he went for Drake's character? And do you think Drake can ever come back from this, learn from his mistakes?
Man, that's a fool with it, man. I ain't gonna lie, Drake definitely a weirdo, man. That way he playing with people, family and shit, man. The higher ups family, man, they gonna knock that nigga off, man, for real though. Like, man, you don't play with people, family, man, you feel me? Especially not rich, powerful people. Shit, you can't even play with nobody family in the hood, man. Play with the wrong dude family if you want to, you feel me? And I ain't gonna lie, it seemed like Drake was the one that was violating first, you know what I mean? For real though, playing with folks' family like that, man. And I definitely agree with Pusha T too, man. I definitely think Kendrick was talking to his soul or something, because man, it seemed like he cannot bounce back from that one track. Like, man, move on, man. Drop you a new diss, man. You know what I'm saying? Address what these dudes talking about. Let the world know you ain't like a weirdo or nothing. But I ain't gonna lie, he just proving he a weirdo doing these weird ass antics and shit. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie, looking at this and seeing what Drake was doing, it kind of make you feel like slapping the shit out of Drake. Like, bitch ass nigga, shut up. Quit playing with people, family and shit. You know what I'm saying, man? That ain't even G right there, man. Man, go in the booth and get at your target, man. You know what I'm saying? I definitely think Drake destroyed himself, man. Yeah, man, he destroying himself even more right now, man. That boy need to quit, man. He need to delete his social media accounts or something, man. You feel me? And music-wise, though, man, I think Drake definitely got bigger hits than these dudes. And damn near, Drake could have bounced back, man. You know what I'm saying? But that lawsuit and all that shit, man, I don't know if he can bounce back now. Like, he losing respect. He's still losing respect. Ain't gonna lie, just watching this video, I respect him less for real, though, man. Like, man, playing with people's kids and shit like that, man, that nigga weird, man. Playing with niggas' wives and shit. That's why Pusha T exposed he had a son, man. You know what I'm saying? And that look bad. You got a son by a damn escort, though, man. So you ain't no big player like that, man. For real, though, man. But yeah, man, let me know what y'all think about this in the comments, man. Like, share, subscribe to the Big Bummer TV. Thanks for watching. Thanks for supporting it. Till next time. Peace.